Welcome to Sheikh Hamdan's world, where love, destiny, and family intertwine in the most unexpected ways. Today's story carries a personal whisper of admiration, a deep-seated truth revealed through the eyes of someone who's always stood by my side, my brother. There are moments in life when clarity doesn't strike us from our own hearts, but from the people who've known us longer than we've known ourselves. And today, I stand before the world to say, my brother thinks you are the perfect wife for me, and his words have changed everything. He watched us when I wasn't looking. Observed the way your presence softened my anger, how your laughter filled the hollowness I tried to mask with royal duties. He once told me, Hamdan, when she speaks, your eyes listen, not your ears. At first, I brushed it off, refusing to accept that something so delicate could be visible to someone else. But his sincerity held weight. He wasn't joking. He meant every word with the kind of seriousness that only comes when love has been truly seen. I remember the night he said it directly, without hesitation. She is not just good for you, Fazza. She is perfect for you. His tone wasn't casual. It was thoughtful, reflective, as if he had studied the chapters of our story more closely than I had. And when I looked at you that night, unaware of the words that had just been spoken, I saw you differently, not because I hadn't seen your beauty before, but because I had never allowed myself to believe you were truly mine to deserve. My brother's opinion has always mattered to me. He is not just blood. He is wisdom, restraint, and loyalty bundled into one soul. For him to vouch for someone means they have passed unseen tests of character, sincerity, and resilience. You passed all of them without knowing. You didn't try to impress. You didn't perform. You just were, natural, kind, real. And that is exactly what captured both his respect and my heart. You brought light into a palace that can often feel like a cage. While others bowed to my name, you spoke to my soul. You didn't care for the titles or the ceremonies. You cared about the man beneath the robes. And maybe that's what my brother saw, someone who wasn't intimidated by my status but instead embraced my humanity. He saw the healing you brought into my restless nights, the calm you gifted my wandering thoughts. He told me, you need someone who grounds you, who doesn't just see your highs but understands your lows. I never responded that day, but I've carried his words with me ever since. Every decision I've made since then has been guided not just by my own love for you, but by the certainty that someone else, someone I trust, sees what I see. That you are not just good for me, you are meant for me. In this world of glitz and expectations, finding someone authentic is rare. I never thought I'd find that in you, someone who makes the world fall away when I hold your hand. Someone whose silence speaks volumes, and whose eyes tell me stories that poems couldn't capture. My brother saw all this before I could admit it to myself. And now I can't unsee it. There was a time I was afraid to admit how deeply I had fallen. But his reassurance gave me courage. I now understand that love is not always something we discover alone. Sometimes, the people who love us most help unveil it, help us see the truth through a clearer lens. And the truth is this: I love you in ways I cannot define, and I want to build a world around you. You are not just the woman I love. You are the one who fits into my life like the final piece of a puzzle that has long been incomplete. You understand my silences better than my speeches. You've seen me flawed, tired, and vulnerable, yet never once did you waver. My brother noticed that. He noticed that your loyalty came without conditions. That your presence never demanded, only gave. Even when life threw its toughest moments, and I was lost in political chaos or personal storms, you were steady. You waited without pressure, loved without pride, and stayed without promises. That is why he said it with so much certainty, because he knew you weren't a phase. You were home. And in the eyes of those who love me most, you became irreplaceable. The palace walls have seen many faces, but none linger in my mind the way yours does. You don't just walk beside me. You remind me of who I am when the crown feels too heavy. You're not here for the glamour. You're here for the soul beneath it all. And that is why I trust what my brother sees. He's never been wrong about what matters most. If destiny wrote our love, then my brother was the one who read it aloud before I even knew how to interpret its signs. And today, I echo his belief not just as a brother, but as a man in love. You are the woman I want beside me, in power, in pain, in peace, and in purpose. You are the chapter I don't want to end. So let this moment be sealed with truth. Not only do I love you with everything I am, but I now have the unwavering blessing of the one who knows me best. My brother believes you are the perfect wife for me. And for once, I don't just agree. I know in my soul he's absolutely right. From the moment those words left my brother's lips, something within me shifted. It wasn't just about love anymore. It became about confirmation, about being seen through the lens of someone who has watched me grow, fall, rise, and evolve. To hear that he believes you are perfect for me didn't just make my heart race, it brought me peace. Peace, because I realized that I wasn't chasing a dream alone. Someone who's known me since childhood believes that you are my reality, the one I've been unknowingly preparing for my entire life. I began looking back at all the subtle moments, the way your eyes soften when I speak, the unspoken encouragement you give when I hesitate, the way you never try to change me, but inspire me to grow. I remember the night we sat beneath the stars and you didn't say a word, yet I felt more heard than ever. You didn't try to fix my world, you simply stayed in it. That kind of understanding can't be bought, taught, or forced. It's a gift, and my brother saw that before I did. The more I listened to his observations, the more I realized I had been guarding my heart against something I deeply wanted, the chance to truly belong to someone. Not as Sheikh Hamdan, not as Fazza the public figure, but as the man behind the name. The man who longs for late-night talks, quiet mornings, and someone to share the deepest corners of his world. And you, unknowingly, have already moved into those corners and made them beautiful.